NASA launched its 18th Erebus mission to land on exoplanets to collect materials for Earth. 3 highly trained astronauts were in charge of piloting the Erebus 18 spacecraft. It eventually landed on Toy 700E, a planet with 95% similarity to Earth. When the astronauts stepped outside of Erebus 18, they discovered a barren world, a no-man's land. Ruined cities, monuments, and vehicles scattered about like toys. Before the astronauts could communicate more info back to home base, their connection was cut. Years later, Erebus 18 crash-landed in Neo Mexico. Floppy disks, CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes, and documents of alien history were found in the rubble. It is unknown how Erebus 18 returned to Earth when it was unmanned. The media that was able to be restored in the rubble is dubbed as
We moved into a Thorson 2 weeks ago, just after the Christmas season. Mother was ill, and there was no cheap hospital in Nalica to take us in. So Thorson was our only hope. Mama's room was near the very top of the hospital. From there you can see the whole city. You can see where the burnt rubber smell comes from. The Ferrix Oil Refinery. That man has more money than he knows what to do with. If I had that money, I would use it all to benefit my family's health, so that none of them falls ill with a terminal disease. But those are the dreams of a young, ignorant boy. What Mama got was from the lottery called life. There was 1 in a billion chance that one of her cells decided to step out of line. Mother was life's unluckiest player, one of many. Our bodies are in a forever state of playing the lottery with our cells. Who knows? Maybe in the next minute, we'll be life's next biggest loser.
Thank you for sharing, Tobias. Anything on what you saw regarding the statue?
I was getting to that, if you would just let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I took another look into the urban abyss, and I noticed a giantess beyond the buildings. This is my first time seeing a monument so large in my life. How could I have not seen her before? She was beautiful. Despite my glasses being 4 years old, I could make out her feminine build. She was praying, and in between her hands was a bright yellow light. My father came into the room and told me who she was. The Statue of Possibility. A statue built to be simple. A symbol that all of our freedom came from those who wished for it when it didn't exist. Those who cried for it, and those who died for it. Father said that people had 1 chance per year to make a wish in front of the statue. The lady would grant you that wish. I gathered up all my money and took the ferry to the statue immediately.
ever get that feeling? That horrible feeling in your stomach when you overthink? That's how I feel right now. I can't say I love Authorson, but it isn't bad. It's just... meh. At least there is a lot to do here. I often explore the city with my roommate Marilyn. I always have to go outside with someone that's not on campus if I want to feel comfortable. What happened to make me like this does not matter to you. But back to overthinking. I was looking back at an old home video of me and my brother exploring a forest that was in front of our house. We lived in an old house that's by a cliff, and at the front there was a forest. It looked like this. When we stopped recording, we encountered a group of wolves holding hands and running in circles. These wolves looked to be about 14 to 19. My little brother was naturally curious, so he said hello. And the wolves stopped playing and just stared at us with these cold, predatory eyes. I, knowing better, grabbed my brother and ran back home. I told my mother what happened. She called me a good girl and went to bed. I thought everything was okay because Mom and Dad were calm. But the next day, we moved to a motel and put up the house for sale. I think other people live there now. I told this to Marilyn, and she had the great idea of going back to that forest to see what was there. We just walked and walked. Eventually, we came across this. It appeared to be some kind of time capsule. Only this was inside. Marilyn wants to take me to a party. I have to get ready and...
Howdy! Get ready in an hour. We hit in the streets. Woo!
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what you are afraid about. Everyone on campus likes you.
Why?
Because you're hot? Your puffy ears, your clothes, your spots, your voice.
You're fucking insane. Anyway, who will be there? At the party, I mean.
Oh, I know! Sasha, Karina, Melanie, Aisha, Weekly.
Okay, I get it. Oh, jeez. I haven't talked to them in like, 2 months.
Hey, it's okay. We can turn around whenever we want. Just say it, and I'll...
No, it's chill. I want to talk to them.
What's that whirring noise?
What? Oh, fuck, my recorder.
You keep it in your butt pocket?
Yeah, I guess the record button got hit.
Badass.
I just don't understand why I need to take chemistry for an art class.
Maybe stop bitching about it and drop out. Get into graphic design. Like my friend, her name is...
Sometimes they just drop random classes on you because of requirements, I guess. Like, for a chemistry degree, you also have to take sociology.
Oh, look at you. You know your stuff.
Yeah?
Got some more beer. Whoa, booze and weed in your system? You're more hardcore than I thought, Marilyn.
Thanks, Katie.
Hey, Wallflower.
Me?
You don't strike me as anyone I know on campus.
I just don't get around, I guess.
These color-coded turtles or whatever, and they're like doing mental stuff, but like, I don't know. It was like so out of the world. So, don't so much. Just like my first time being drunk. You know.
me a weed.
You mean blood? Sure. I got one.
Nah, I got one. My rolls are tighter. Close your lips on this end, Lori.
Oh,
Take more. This shit gets me relaxed.
No, duh. It's the weed, yo.
yeah, I feel it. Sorta.
Have you guys ever heard of the Wanderers in Furry Forest?
That's stupid.
Let me talk. There are these bright star things that hover around the forest during the night of a lunar eclipse.
Lunar eclipses are hot.
Yeah, last month me and my friends tried to find them, but there was this reindeer who lived in the house that was in front of one of the entrances. She yelled at us to get off her lawn, but Tobias managed to squeak in.
You mean that nerd?
You're just pissy because you purposely gave you wrong answers on the last exam.
No, she has the right to be pissy. Tobias is messed up.
He's alright. We chat often.
I guess a square likes a square.
Hey,
I'm telling the truth though. Tobias said that he saw it, and then it saw him.
hey, we should check it out. It'll be fun. Besides, it probably isn't real. We can drink and, make a fire.
Ugh, sounds lame. Charred Forest is dead weeds and dried trees. Look around you. You have guys, you have gals, weed, booze, and a roof. I didn't come to this party to get hypothermia.
I mean, we could just hang out in the forest and make a tent.
No. Yo! That guy just threw up all over the drinks!
Gross. Wait, Lori, don't go.
Lenny, you're supposed to talk about the robbery on 7th Avenue. Dinosaurs aren't real.
But Mom said I can play how I want to.
Okay. How about you say what I want you to say first? Then I let you say anything you want after that. Okay?
Okay.
I feel safe in these woods. Good things always happened here. Like my birthday or my parents' wedding. Things have gotten bad, I'll admit. I've been isolating myself from my other friends. I feel bitter whenever I see them. But I feel like I'm missing out whenever I see them together. I am often alone or with people I'm already close with, which is why I spend most of my time with Marilyn. She is the only one who gets me. I tried showing where my comfort place was. I guess I did a bad job because they hated it, I guess. I don't even know if university is for me. Not even sure what my major should be. I think I'll stay here for a couple hours. I don't want to be a bother to anyone else. Lori! What the fuck was that? The forest was left charred, like everything was made out of charcoal. This whole area smelled of rotten flesh.
Very smelled of urine-soaked mold, but I didn't let it bother me. I was on a mission to use my first and last wish to make Mama's illness disappear. I pushed myself towards the main deck to admire the statue. Lady Possibility was getting larger and larger. Her scale truly rattled my brain like a tin of dried tuna. I ran to the nearest salesperson on the ferry. It was a kid around my age, a long-necked stoat. I asked for some glasses. He happened to have some. I tried one on, and it was perfect. It felt biblical that the first face I saw was Lady Possibilities. I had to pay that kid almost all my cash, but at the time it felt worth it. Besides, it is the big city. The ferry stopped at the terminal. I jumped off and landed on my feet. It was a 20-foot drop. I am a cat, after all. I sprinted to the Possibility Museum. That's where I heard they were selling tickets to be up close with the statue, to make a wish. I waited and waited. Felt like 3 hours. The ticket man asked me for $20. I reached into my pockets. Right. That kid. I only had $5 and a button. I was so distraught. How could I spend all my money on some cheap glasses? Just so I could see the statue's beauty? But what good are looks if now they can't do anything for you? Exasperated and alone, I walked to the Possibility Crown Cafe. I got myself a hot dog. I didn't eat it. I felt so ashamed. I stared at the hot dog. A hot dog is an amalgamation of creatures, of feelings. That's how I felt. Like hot dog.
You talk too much.
Said a voice. A raspy voice of a man. I looked to my right and saw an older gentleman wolf. I thought he might have been some kind of businessman. Like Ben Ferrix. He tapped his wine glass and faced me.
I saw you ran out of money at the ticket booth. A shame. I wonder what childish wishes you would ask of my lady.
Nothing, sir. I would have asked for no childish wishes. Just one for my mom. She is sick, you see. I want to know if the statue could make her better, I said.
I'm mistaken.
We talked. We talked about going to the statue together. It was his treat. He would pay for my ticket.
Say, if your wish is as mature as yourself, I'll pay for your ticket. We can wish together.
Of course, I agreed. He took my hand. He took me to the viewing plaza. It was definitely well past midnight. We waited until no one was at the plaza anymore. It felt like ages. But eventually, everyone was gone. The man looked at me and said,
I'll go first.
He let go of my hand and walked to the middle of the plaza. He got down on his knees and prayed like the statue. Then he said,
Father, let me join the stars.
I must have passed out. When I woke up, security was escorting me back to the mainland. My vision was even more blurry than before. I don't know if it was the bright flash that did it, or if it was that the frames of my glasses were actually made out of lead. By the time the eye doctor finished checking my eyes, Mother was already in the hospital morgue.
Hello? Is this thing on? Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Put a sock in it.
Hello, on behalf of my father, Ben Ferox, I ask the city to not go anywhere near the charred zone of the forest. Hold your questions later. Your local police will have the zone inspected and cleaned up before we allow anyone to go near it. And that means anyone. Please, please listen. And thank you.
Muddle will always be a daddy's girl. It does not matter how much I have tried to push her to break away from Mr. Ferox. She and Lillian can say or do whatever they want to prevent suspicion on what happened. They can say it was an arson attack, campfire gone wrong, or even an electrical failure. But we all know what really happened. Me and my dad loved stargazing, but we didn't like the red star that moved. Whatever that thing is, it's still out there.
Only this was inside.